On June 26, 2024, the Pekin Police Department received a distressing 911 call from a man reporting that a baby in the care of a babysitter was unresponsive.
Tazewell 911, what's the address of your emergency?
1200 Avenue.
Tell me exactly what happened.
So my girlfriend is watching a toddler. We put her up for a nap. She is not breathing.
Are you with her now?
Yes, I am.
Is she awake?
She is not.
Is she breathing?
Out. She is not. She's turning purple.
All right, I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line.
All right, thank you.
Are you right by the baby now?
Yes, I am.
Listen carefully. I want you to lay the baby flat on her back on the floor and remove anything from under her head. And then kneel next to the baby and look in the mouth for food or vomit. Let me know when you've got that done.
Look for food or vomit?
Yes. Kneel next to the baby and look in the mouth for food or vomit. Is there anything in the mouth?
Hold on, I'm looking. I do not see anything, sir.
I'm sorry, what? Are you there?
Yeah, I do not feel it. I don't hear anything. I think it looks like there's vomit on her shirt.
Listen carefully and I'll tell you how to do chest compressions. I want you to make sure the baby is flat on her back on the floor. I want the chest to come all the way up between pumps. Count out loud so I can count with you, okay?
Here.
There's an officer there?
Yes.
Okay, let them take over, okay?
Okay. Who was the child?
I can't hold her mom, but she went to go wake her up from her nap. No breathing. And she's blue.
Which room?
It looks like she choked on a child.
How long ago? I know nothing.
Put it on for a nap about 10 p.m. Or not 10 p.m., 10:30.
Upstairs here?
Yeah, so it's going to be the far bedroom on the right.
Alright, there's an officer up there and fireman up there. I'm gonna stand out here and just direct the AMT guys up here. Who all lives here, guys? Whose place is it?
It's me and my girlfriend.
You and your girlfriend live
Yeah.
here? Okay. Alright.
My girlfriend laid her down at about 10:30 for a nap.
Okay.
And she usually just naps and then we get her and she comes down and eats. And we went up there and nothing.
Oh my gosh, okay. Alright, yeah.
It looks like she choked on her view.
We got the right people here to try to fix this and take care of this, so let's get them up there, alright?
I don't know. I'm not up there. I'm scared. I'm shaking really bad.
I'm gonna have you come out here with this officer here and just kind of tell him what you were telling me to the left and upstairs. He told me that his girlfriend put the baby down to sleep, and then when they went upstairs, he was kind of choking and not really sure exactly what's going on. So I'm just directing people upstairs. Keep talking what you're doing, let them do their work, but these officers will probably just kind of talk and get this, do their part of it, and we'll let the medical people take care of that, okay? Who's this baby right here?
That's my baby.
That's your baby, okay.
Yeah. I just put her up to take a nap.
Okay, all right. Who are you talking to?
Her mom.
Yeah, yep. You go ahead and do what you gotta do.
I put her up
Yep.
there about 10:30, and she fell asleep about 11. And I just went to wake her up because usually I let her sleep for an hour. I had her lunch in the microwave, and I went up there to check on her, and there was nothing.
Are you ventilating them okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
So ventilations are fine.
All right, let's get them on monitor, get access, get one round of drugs and round.
Let's do a pulse check.
I don't want to put words in your mouth or anything that like the sergeant has said, so can you just kind of again explain to me the timeline of events and what
So
happened?
it was about 10:30. We took her, my girlfriend took her up to take her to put her down for a nap.
Okay.
She took her down to a nap in my son's room.
Okay.
And his infant bed or whatever.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just,
It's okay.
a lot going on.
Sure,
Just
I understand. Yeah, absolutely.
So when they did that, my girlfriend just went to check up on her.
Uh-huh.
Because we didn't hear anything, and usually she wakes up at this time. She went up there and she wasn't breathing, nothing.
Okay. Was she moving at all?
No.
Is this also your daughter too?
No.
Okay. And then and this is your girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay.
So guys, she has a history of colic since she was newborn, had an episode of vomiting yesterday and several bouts of diarrhea lately. Nothing abnormal in that, just vomited the one time after eating. She is up to date on all immunizations and medications.
You guys are babysitting.
My girlfriend is.
Yes.
Yes.
What's
Okay.
mom's name?
I do not know.
Is this her?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm shaking so bad.
Hi. Now, right now, the medical personnel are upstairs working. We're going to keep you out here. We don't know exactly what's going on. That's awesome for coming here. But it was actually one of the paramedics that was getting the information from you through her. So
Sorry.
Yeah, we'll stay here. And we're gonna get.
I'm gonna call my fiance.
Yep, I think that's a good idea. Yep,
Do they know anything right now? Is she breathing?
I don't know. Nope, I got here and I sent the superheroes upstairs to do what they got to do, and I just kind of stayed down here to
She looks
keep
like
this
she
part
threw
going
up
here.
all over her. Okay. I had her lunch in the microwave.
Okay, they're coming out right now. They're coming. Yep. So let's stay
they're
here.
coming out
and
right now?
Yep. They're gonna come out and they're gonna get her to the ambulance. We'll figure out a way to get you there because I don't want you driving in this state. I'm not sure if you ride to the ambulance
This is a company vehicle.
or maybe I can drive you. Maybe you can ride with
drive.
me. Yeah. Maybe I can drive you to get you to the hospital. That's probably the best idea. Do you want to come sit in my squad car where it's air conditioned and just
No, I
relax
need
it?
to see her.
Okay. Yeah.
I need
No.
to see her.
I think that makes sense. Yep, I think that's good. I was just thinking if you wanted to, I was offering that as an option.
I need to see her.
Yep. She's standing right here, wants to see everything. We're at the end of the sidewalk. Just hey, I just wanna alert you.
She's gonna have a lot of things on her.
A lot of stuff going on, so I want you to get to see her and watch. But we've got to let them do what they can to save her life. And I know I'm just letting you know it already is alarming and distressing and everything. But yeah.
Oh my! Who found little one up in the?
It wasn't her.
I
She had nothing
wasn't
to do
here.
with
I
the
just came from
babysitter.
work.
Caleb's on it.
Oh, okay.
Kenna.
Well, medics just want to know like
She talked to it.
Kenna's.
positioning and everything.
Right, we're gonna go into the living room, past the door, and let him open it for us.
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
With the stretcher.
Oh my god!
Let's go sit in my car and let's call him to the hospital, right? I got you.
Oh my god!
We're just going to sit in my car.
Oh god!
I got you.
Go to St. Francis.
Yep.
Oh my god!
Are they able to get anything?
Crib looks clean. Butler did really good. He took his camera.
This is Babysitters.
Yeah, took a real good video of the crib before he touched anything. Baby was found face down. Been sleeping like roughly 2 hours.
Oh my god! I'm sorry, do you need me to hang up on you? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it together, but I can't. Go to St. Francis OSF. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude, no, and like everything looks pretty clean. Okay, it looks like a nice kid's bedroom. Like there were some blankets in there. I wonder if it was like rolled open on his stomach and just wasn't strong enough to roll back over and smother in the blankets.
So they're going to take back to an emergency room, obviously. So you can either wait in the lobby, wait outside, talk to people. I'm going to get another officer here to kind of facilitate so you are, kept up to speed on exactly what's going on and what's happening. But we want to give them the ability to do what they've got to do here. So
the babysitter is hysterical. She said she has laid the kid down at 10 something, came up at like 12:45, and the child was blue. Babysitter's boyfriend is super calm. There's some things that are just kind of up in the air right now. Mother was not here. The child was in the care of a babysitter. That babysitter and boyfriend are on the way to the PD now. Palmer's going down there for initials. The child was on its stomach.
When I got there, the dude had him on his back doing CPR, and then I took over as soon as I got up there. I don't know how he was sleeping.
This was all in the bedroom.
But yeah, I mean, blue tongue, blue lips, blue skin, nothing.
Was it cold? Still warm?
No, still warm.
Tragically, just 30 minutes after arriving at the hospital, the baby was pronounced deceased. Around the same time, the couple who had been babysitting the child arrived at the police station for further questioning regarding the events leading up to the incident.
Hello? Yeah. We're at the police department and I'm just really scared. I just feel horrible. I just don't know what to do. She didn't make it. She didn't make it.
No, Kenna. Did they
don't know. I'm just in this room by myself and I don't like it.
Oh, Kenna.
I'm just really scared.
Well, there was nothing you could do. Kenna, could have gone to her house.
Can you just stay on the phone with me until somebody comes in?
All right.
As she spoke on the phone with her mother, detectives began interviewing her boyfriend.
So have you seen Sylvie at all today?
I have not.
So by the time that you
Woke up and
woke up,
everything.
she was already upstairs,
Yeah.
laid down for the day?
Yeah.
Okay. When you came down, did everything seem normal? Like, did she seem flustered at all? Was there any issues?
Everything looked fine.
Had you heard, because she said that Sylvie had been like a little bit fussy and
She screams a lot and cries because when Kenna first started watching her, she told me she was colicky, kind of.
who figured out that something was wrong with Sylvie, or like how did that all play out?
Kenna was making lunch with for all the kids, and she was making Sylvie's lunch because she usually wakes up by now. Kenna went up there, and Kenna came running downstairs and goes, I think she's dead. And I'm like, what? And so then I jumped up and I ran upstairs and I saw her and I called 911 right away.
When you first walked into the bedroom, what did you see?
When all I see was, I walk in, Sylvie's in the crib, and it looks like Kenna flipped her to face her up to get her awake, and that's what I walked into. Her face kind of purplish, but just like right there.
Laying face up in the crib? Okay. Alrighty. I think I pretty much, my biggest thing is just getting like your guys' base statements.
No, I get you.
I'm gonna talk to her then, and then we'll kind of go from there, okay? Alrighty. If you need anything though, just get up and either yell at the door or knock or something, but we'll get you whatever you need.
Thank you.
Okay?
Hey. Yeah. Do you want me to end this?
Yeah, if you would. You can tell her, you'll be able to call her back as soon as I'm done. Just run me through like from the time that you woke up, just to the time that like we got called out, okay?
Sylvie was very fussy, so I was feeding her a bottle and trying to like calm her down. Then she started to fall asleep in my arms, so then I took her upstairs, laid her down. She was fussy, so I brought her back down, and then she played with some of her toys. She has a caddy there of toys. And then about 10:30, she was still very fussy, so I just kind of let her go. And 10:30, I took her back upstairs and laid her down. And then, I put her in her pink sleep sack, and then laid her down. And I turned the fan on for her because it gets warm in there. And then I went downstairs to start making lunch for everybody, which is what I was doing whenever I went upstairs to check on her. And to wake her up because her mom only wants her to sleep for an hour.
Okay.
And then that's when I noticed that she wasn't breathing at all. So then I ran downstairs. And he went upstairs and I told him to call 911 because I was scared.
Yeah.
And then I went over to my sister's to have her come over so that I could have somebody.
Who dropped Sylvie off this morning?
Her mom. As soon as she left, Sylvie was crying.
Okay.
Yeah, she's already pretty colicky.
Okay.
So I just kind of figured that's what it was.
That's like the norm for her.
Acid reflux, yeah.
Okay. So usually fussy is not like
it's not
crazy out of the norm.
But it's also like as much as she was today, it wasn't like normal at all for her.
Okay. She seemed more upset than normal.
Yeah. I had taken her up to lay her down for a little bit.
Okay.
For 5 minutes, if that.
Okay.
Because I don't like listening to them cry.
Was that 5 minute like because I have a 2-year-old, I get like sometimes you need a mental break. Was that like a mental break period for you or?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. So you get her upstairs because she's being fussy and you need a second.
And normally when she's fussy, she's just tired.
When you brought Sylvie back downstairs before she started playing with her toys, where was he still sleeping at that point, or had he already come down?
He came down about the same time that I had brought Sylvie down.
Okay. So then you bring her down. How long were you guys all like in the living room before nap time?
We were in there from like 9:45 to 10:30 whenever I laid her down.
Okay. When you brought Sylvie down the first time,
Yeah.
that was around the same time I was getting up for the day.
Yeah.
You said that you had at one point come upstairs and that you had to pump.
Yes.
Was that before or after?
No, she was still down there with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I don't understand, I guess, after talking to both of you. He said he was sleeping like the entire time.
Yeah, he was, and then came down at 9:30.
Yeah, but he said like he hadn't even seen Sylvie today.
He was down there with her.
Do you know why he would make it sound like he didn't watch her at all and had no contact with her this morning?
Maybe it's because he was on his Xbox. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, because he said like because I was like, you didn't even see her today?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I didn't even see her. And so that makes me like,
right.
concerned. Do you guys do like baby monitors at all or anything like that?
There's one in there, but we haven't used it.
Okay. Okay, let me run and ask him then about just that one thing. Alright, I'll be right back.
As soon as the officer leaves the room, the woman begins texting her boyfriend, seemingly trying to align their stories.
I think I pretty much have it like initial timeline and everything plotted out. There was like, just with talking to her, like trying to make sure that I understand where everybody was at all points in time. She said that Sylvie was just playing with her toys by herself. The boys were on Xbox and stuff, and so she just left you down there with while she went up to. Okay. Why? I don't understand why she would.
I have no idea.
Okay. And so you come down, and then she went up to shower and pump?
Yes.
Okay. And you would have had all the kids then, because she's not going to take the kids up there to pump.
I never saw Sylvie today.
You're not being fully honest with me then.
I am.
No, because she's not going to take the kids upstairs with her to pump.
I never saw Sylvie this morning.
I don't understand why she would say that you were watching them when you weren't. Like, there's just no reason for her to misinterpret that or to have that wrong.
I never had. And I swear on my grandfather's grave that is dead right now. Okay. That was a Tazewell County Sheriff. Mm-hmm. I swear to God.
Okay. I want you to understand that if anything did happen and you made a mistake by not being fully transparent and honest with me,
yes,
it makes it look like you're hiding stuff from me.
I swear.
If you were watching her and like an accident happened or something like that, I don't want you to just completely. I can see how you would want to distance yourself from.
She texted me and told me what she said.
Okay, can I see that text?
Yes, you can. Can I?
No, not at this point.
Okay.
I've been doing these cases for a while.
Yes.
The cases where people are communicating on like
social media and text and all that.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. When people are trying to get their story straight, that's when they have something to hide. I'm not gonna play games.
I understand.
And I'm only gonna give you limited amount of time where it looks like you guys are trying to cover your butts.
Okay.
Or where you're actually just gonna be open and honest with me.
Okay.
Just based on the context of the text message, it looks like she accused you of doing something. What did she think you were lying about?
She wanted me to tell you that I had Sylvie, because she said in the text, I told her that you had Sylvie for like 10 minutes while I pumped from what you said, and I told her, I said, I'm not lying. I'm not covering you. You had her. I'm not. I didn't see her until I went up and got her out of the crib and called 911. Right there. Oh,
alright, here.
Yes.
So why is it that at 2:30 you felt the need to text her that there's no There's no, do not even start to pretend like you're surprised.
I promise. I swear.
Okay, before we even start going down this road, if there was like a text message that's deleted or anything like that,
Yes.
we'll be able to recover that. So don't you worry.
Okay.
But you're lying. I can tell just based off of your reaction to that.
I promise. I did not see her today. She texted me.
Okay.
And it's deleted, obviously.
Is this through Facebook or is this
That's through text message.
Through text message. Yeah.
Okay. If it.
Will you go take her phone? Tell her as evidence.
We're gonna need your phone.
Yeah, no problem.
I just don't like being alone in here.
No, you're okay.
So this is gonna be evidence, just so you know. That's why we're taking your phone, just so you're aware. And my body camera's on.
The man continued to insist that she had contacted him in an attempt to manipulate the narrative, prompting detectives to re-interview the woman.
Some of my coworkers were watching the interviews just like while I'm talking to you guys, and noticed that you guys were like texting back and forth and stuff. And so I asked him about, you know, what you guys were talking about. He like showed me basically the text thread, and there were 2 messages in there that it had said like wifey unsent or like my wife unsent.
Yeah, it was me asking him if he was okay.
Okay. Like you had sent a message and then he said like, oh well, I told them that I wasn't with her, I didn't see her at all. And then you sent another message to him. What were those saying?
Just that she was down there with him. Because I told him that what I was telling you.
Okay. What made you unsend that message?
I was just scared.
Okay.
Because I didn't know if I was supposed to even be texting him or not.
I definitely have a lot of concern when people are like when I meet with a couple and they're like discussing like I'm telling the police this, like what are you telling the police? Like it looks like you guys are trying to like get your story straight.
Yeah.
And I don't understand like in this instance why you guys would be, you know, trying to make sure that you're telling me the same thing if what you're telling me is the truth.
Just because you told me that he didn't see her, so I was asking him basically.
Okay. He's claiming that when you went upstairs to like shower and pump that Sylvie must have already been upstairs in bed.
No, because I had put her behind him, so maybe he didn't notice.
Okay.
I don't know, because whenever he's on his game, he's just zoned out.
Okay.
Which sometimes it scares me to even put the kids down there, but
99.9% of the times we're able to like recover those kind of messages. So it'll show me whether or not that's what you sent him.
Right.
If either one of you guys made a mistake and an accident happened in the home, it'll come out eventually.
Yeah.
And it's just not a good way to go about those kind of situations. So.
Yeah. Well, I will say though that I did swaddle her with a blanket, but there was nothing over her face, nothing.
I am not trying to say like that it would be a like positional or like a swaddling kind of a thing. I more so get concerned like, did somebody get overwhelmed with her and drop her, or did somebody, you know, and that's more so what I'm looking at. I just didn't want you to misinterpret like when I'm saying somebody.
I know that my mom's friend's son passed away from swaddling too, but I was just scared to say that because I didn't want swaddling to be like
with her age development, or with her age and her level of development, swaddling wouldn't be something that I'd be concerned about. There can be issues with newborn babies that can't get their arms or legs out of there or anything like that.
She always
if she's crawling and standing up on stuff, pulling herself up on stuff, that tells me that it's not going to be something where she's swaddled and can't, you know, get out of the swaddle. Okay, let me grab him and then I will grab my notebook and then we'll get you guys out of here.
Thank you.
Yep.
The couple left the station shortly afterward, with both of their cell phones submitted into evidence. 2 days later, an autopsy was conducted. Initial findings revealed abrasions on the inside of the baby's upper lip and frenulum. The medical examiner informed investigators that these injuries were concerning, as they were consistent with pressure being applied to the baby's face. It was suspected that an object had been pressed against the baby's mouth and nose. At that time, the cause of death was not immediately apparent, and additional testing was required. Meanwhile, text messages between the couple were recovered through cellular forensic analysis. The messages revealed that the woman had been coaching her boyfriend on what to say during his police interview. Further testing later confirmed that the baby's cause of death was asphyxiation, eliminating the possibility of an accidental cause. In the weeks that followed, investigators continued building their case, ultimately calling the woman back in for questioning on July 18, 2024. During an extended interview, she broke down and confessed that she had become overwhelmed and frustrated when the baby would not stop crying. She explained that she had tried to put the baby down for a nap 3 separate times, but the infant was unusually fussy and resistant to sleep. She confessed to pressing a plush toy over the baby's face, which forced the pacifier against the upper lip, consistent with the abrasions observed during the autopsy. She acknowledged that, out of frustration, she may have used more force than intended and held the object in place until the baby closed her eyes. Believing the baby had fallen asleep, she did not realize the fatal outcome until later. She ultimately admitted that her actions directly caused the baby's death. The woman was arrested and charged with first-degree murder.
Okay. So at this point, you're under arrest. Go ahead. I'm gonna have you turn around, okay?
Okay, can I just go tell my mom? Can I talk to her?
We will let her know. I'd rather not have you in handcuffs in front of your kid, even with him being a baby.
Okay, do you know how long I'll be there?
You'll see a judge, and then he'll have to decide as far as like releasing you, okay?
I'm just too scared.
I understand. You'll have to see a judge.
And will that be today?
No. I can't tell you exactly. I'm not sure when the next hearing will be.
I just wanted to give them a kid.
I don't think that that's the last thing you're gonna want to be.
In the days that followed, during court hearings on July 23rd and 25th, prosecutors revealed evidence that another child in her care had previously suffered a broken arm, with inconsistent explanations given. The judge denied her bail, citing the risk she posed to other children, including her own infant son. Her trial was scheduled for October 7th, and a follow-up court appearance was held on August 15th. She later filed motions to reconsider her detention, but those were denied. On January 28, 2025, the Illinois Appellate Court upheld the decision to keep her in custody, finding that no release conditions could ensure public safety. She remains in jail awaiting trial.